7, 9. The sun's almost going down here in California. Here in California. Why am I seeing, oh, is that the sun? Yeah, that is the sun. Okay. It's right behind a cloud. Even on a cloudy day, I'll keep my eyes fixed on the sun. Ooh, lay me down. Not a lot of people left around. Ooh. Is that Sail or my ADHD? Check this out. The magnet came off of this phone. Isn't that crazy? So now I'm going to put the other magnet, this magnet, I'm going to put this magnet on this phone. Don't ask me why. Okay, so what should I do with this magnet? Where should I put it? Should I put it on this phone? It's my small phone. It's already got a magnet on it. And this big phone already has a magnet on it. Okay, so that tells me that this magnet is just wants to be put on this phone. So just a second. I'm going to put it towards the bottom. Oh, that's good. That way I'll know which phone is which. Okay, cool. Let me do this. I would like to put it in a different position, but I'm going to put it right here because, no, I don't even use this one very much anyway. So I'm just gonna put it right here in the middle. I hope it sticks onto it because it's glass. This phone, the casing is made out of glass. I don't know if you know that or not. Okay, so there's 0 people in here. Yes, I'm juicing up here before I bring it back home, and we're at 6 kilowatts. So I don't know how long that'll take, but you can see it's juicing up at 5 kilowatts. I don't know how much they charge here, but um, it's worth it to have the fast charger. I can tell you that. That takes a lot of the work out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one here, just right like that. Oh yeah, that's really goofy. That's really goofy. It doesn't hang on at all. I should have just put the original magnet back on. Let's see how it holds in there. Yeah, but like I said, I don't have this one up on a thing anyway. That's my main phone. And I'm using the Leaf Spy on this one, just changing up, And this one is for recording at night. So I'm just gonna check and see what it looks like. Yeah, so I'm back in Avenel. This trip was kind of fast because when I got there I fast charged. Then on the way out I fast charged. So today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I didn't even listen to Cryptos Are Us. Cryptos Are Us. It's one word. It's just like Toys R Us, but it's Cryptos Are Us. One word. Cryptos, letter R, us. and he's on every morning, and I haven't checked it out, but you know what I've been saying, right? Tonight the moon's gonna look just like a full moon. So if you've been checking out crypto, you can see it's starting to give the bust out signal. This is just how it behaves. This is, you know, everybody all around the world, they just get a wild hair, right? They get a wild hair up their yin yang and just start forking out some cash, and everybody puts cash into the kitty and it freaking takes off, right? Bark at the moon. Animal magnetism. Do you know who invented animal magnetism? It was Anton Mesmer. Oh, look who's on. Gabe, the dude who's living in his car. Viral Gabe. Okay, so let me check out my channel. I got one person in here. I got 6.9 kilowatts. I'm up to 7. I guess I can take off at 10. I mean, I'm not in a real big rush. I'm just a little bit upset about the ice. The ice they have at Walmart, right? I could have picked up ice at Drew Lee Moore for $2 and I think it's 25 cents. $2.25. And but I just like, you know, I didn't go through that route. I just went straight over and got the bread. And I'm glad I got those bananas because those are sounding really good. It's just one thing I forgot to check is the pomegranate kombucha. But if I would have bought that, it would have probably went over my budget. And so that wouldn't have been good. But yeah, so we're up to 7 kilowatts already. So it's pumping in there pretty good. But you know what I've been saying about Bitcoin, right? So let's take a look at Bitcoin. I just put this one down here. Wow, no wonder why those things are popping off. This one's got one of those. Yeah, 522. I need a clock in here. That's what I need. I forgot to listen to the radio when I was up in Lemoore. Yeah, because the reception here, as soon as you get over the hill, the reception just, it's no good. Okay, so monitoring myself right there. And so let's look at Bitcoin. Oh, that's the whatchamacallit. Take a look at Bitcoin. This one's charged up to 100%, so let's charge this one. And let's take a look at Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin's doing. Yeah, so if you look at David Icke's channel and you see one of these bozo channels that are putting his picture up there, it's usually on top of his channel when you search for him. If you see one of these bozo channels putting up basically clickbait, they're putting his picture saying, David Icke goes off on Alex Jones. If you see those channels, you know, click that thing and click to where it says don't recommend channel, so we can, so you don't get fooled by this. because they're crap. I saw one and it said David Icke goes off on Alex Jones. So I said, first thing I did is I looked at the channel and I'm like, you know, so I put it on play and um, it was a long video. You can tell because it was barely, the needle was barely moving. So all they're doing is they're freaking milking it. He's sitting there yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping. And so I start going all the way. I went all the way to the end. It must have been 2 hours. I went all the way over to the end and he's still yapping. That's freaking clickbait. They're usurping views off of David Icke. It's freaking clickbait. So, um, not only is it clickbait, but it's probably actually propaganda by the government. And because you remember back when they said the Black Panther Party was the greatest threat to the security of the United States, then I told you the First Amendment auditors were the biggest threat. Well, right now, the biggest threat is this girl's dressed really provocative. And she's only like about 14, 13 or 14 years old, out of here by herself. I can't show you because then they'll think, pervert or something. But yeah, all dressed in black. Just like I was telling you yesterday. Completely dressed in black. The only thing that's not black on her is the bottom soles of her shoes and the stripes on her shoes are white. Everything else is black. And, what are they teaching them in school? I was just on my way right here, right now, and this kid crossed the road, didn't even make eye contact. He made eye contact when he was way over there. Barely made eye contact. But then when he was crossing in front of the car, no eye contact. Just looking down or... What are they teaching them? What are they teaching them in school? So, let's check and see what Bitcoin is doing. Okay. What the heck?
Are you using the charger?
Huh?
You're not using this, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm plugged in.
Oh, you are? Oh, sorry. I didn't see that.
No problem. That should be, let me see. Let me see. The free ones don't work down there? Did you try that?
I didn't try that.
Yeah, there's always a Tesla. They always drain it. There was 2 Teslas there earlier.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, so it's the red light was on. It's not working.
Oh, yeah. I won't try that then. I'll just wait around.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be here for probably a half hour.
No worries.
I just barely got here.
No worries.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. So. Yeah, so I got that stuff in the refrigerator. I'd show you that cottage cheese. I'm trying to remember what the name of it, but I got my eggs in there too. And I was telling you, I was kind of a little bit upset with the ice Walmart doesn't sell a small bag of ice, right? All they sell is a huge bag of ice, so I always have to pour some of it out because the stuff won't fit in there with that big old ice. You know, um, maybe I should make a suggestion. But yeah, because it's wasted money. $5 for ice, and then when I get home, I just throw it out. This guy's got his lights on. Okay. Okay. I guess it signed me out. Okay, it doesn't want me to talk about Bitcoin or what? Overview. Watch list. It says that I'm logged out. That's weird. Okay, so let's come over here. Oh, this one's not even turned on. Well, which one was I monitoring this damn thing with? Okay. Okay, it's 8.2 kilowatts. That's not enough. So it's charging at 5 kilowatts. And let's go in and take a look and see what Bitcoin is doing. Because tonight's the full moon, so it should start to do something. I guess it's too much for when it's recording up here, live stream. I guess it's too much for it. It can't handle. Huh, that's weird. There's only one person in here anyway, so. Okay, so I got 8 kilowatts, so I'll go off that one and go back over here and see if, yeah. Well, let me see what's going on with Bitcoin. Hmm. How weird. Okay. So, this guy's got his lights on. Okie dokie, so let's see if anything else is working. No, nothing else is working. That is working. Okay, so let me refresh this thing. Okay. So Wi-Fi on. Okay. Bluetooth on. Okay. Damn. off the internet. I can see that one's working. It's just this phone's not working. How crazy. I don't remember my password for that, but let's see if this one's YouTube is working. See, because I never record off the main phone. It like bogs it down or something. It keeps the live stream going, but I guess it just kicks everything else off. That's weird. So if I turn that one off, then I'll be able to check Bitcoin. This watch list is empty. This is crazy. Okay, so okay. That's really, really weird. It's working, but it signed me out. How weird is that? So it's kind of up right now. It's almost getting to 70, and I think it's building up momentum because it's gonna freaking dump. And when it dumps, it's gonna bust through the support, wherever the support is, and it's just gonna take a dive. I think that's what it's doing. I'm on the monthly chart, and it just started a new thing. So let me take a look at the zoomed in. Yeah, the zoomed in, it's showing that it's kind of up, but I mean, it just popped up right now about $5,000, and so I think it's getting ready to, it needs some momentum so it can crash through, so it can bust through that support line and go down to 55. Because the moon is full tonight. We'll see. I've got it on the zoomed in thing, but for some reason the hyperspace cowboy doesn't want to show what's going on with Bitcoin. Let me just zoom out a little bit. Ooh. Okay. Wow. I haven't used this phone in a while, so it's got a different chart on it. Yeah. Now let me roll this up so that you don't hear this person's conversation. Turn this on. There we go. That way you don't hear it. He's out there on the phone. I think he's in a hurry. He's probably. Oh, a Rivian. Those cost a pretty penny, don't they? It's gonna take forever for charge up here. Thing's probably got a 150 kilowatt battery in it for sure. Okay. Yeah, so for some reason this thing's being weird. Yeah, it signed me out. That's weird. Okay, well, there must be a reason for it. But yeah, that was my prediction. And I was actually looking at it earlier today, and then after I look at it some more tonight, I was supposed to be busy cooking myself some enchiladas because I got my eggs. And the other eggs, I'm not kidding you, the other eggs, the cheap eggs that I bought last night, I'm going to fry them up, all of them, and I'm going to give it to the dog. There's a little doggy out there. That's what I'm going to do with them because I got good eggs now. And so I'll make me some enchiladas with. Damn, this thing barely has 37 miles. Is this thing charging? Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do that tonight. Well, I'll do it in the morning. That way I can make sure that the little puppy is the one that got the eggs. And it's not some stranger come by and got the eggs. Because you never know. But yeah, that's what I'm doing with the eggs. I'm telling you, I should show you the eggs. After you've been eating these eggs, and you go back and you buy the cheap. You see, this is what you need to understand. The eggs, when they were first being sold at Whole Foods, all this stuff just barely caught on. When Kevin Trudeau started telling everybody about this, okay, they threw him in prison. They didn't want the people to know this stuff. And when he first started telling the people this, these things were only at Whole Foods store. Only the rich people were going over there and buying this stuff. This guy really wants to charge his car. I wonder if he's in a hurry. Well, if he's driving this real nice car, why doesn't he just go to the interstate? It's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, if I knew that he was in a hurry, I'd take off. But I don't know what his trip is. I mean, look, he's got a brand new freaking Rivian. You can charge it up, in 10 minutes. You can have freaking 200-mile range on it. And but anywho, yeah, I was planning on staying here, but this guy wants to charge his car, so I'm gonna go ahead and just let him charge it. I'll come back and charge it in the daytime. I'll tell you about the other stuff later. I guess this guy wants to charge his car, right? So I'll let him charge it. I mean, I can come and charge his car tomorrow, no big deal. Yeah, and besides I gotta make my enchiladas. So, without any further ado, let me turn this around. Let me turn this around. Kyle. See, this guy in this Rivian. He needs to charge his car. He's probably from San Francisco or something. Oh man, this phone is not clicking on to that thing. I'm gonna have to put it over here and put this one on this side. And let's get on down the road. Hopefully it won't fall off there. And let's get on down the road. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I'll just turn it off the other way. He's got his license up on the front too. Okay, here we go. Oh, gotta start it first. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's a freaking brand spanking new Rivian. Look at that license plate. Does that look like a regular license plate to you? I don't think so. Okie dokie. Yeah, I can come and finish
Turn
charging
left
up
on
tomorrow.
East Mariposa Street, then
Probably.
take the first left.
Did it say Mariposa? Okay. I hear something beeping. Oh.
Turn right on East San Joaquin Street.
So, yeah, probably the free charge will be available tomorrow, but I'll let you see. I'm not kidding you. That Tesla is there 24/7. Every time I go by there, it's hooked up to the whatchamacallit. And so they need to put some signs out there. You know, I don't know how you would go about that, but they need to put some signs. 2-hour maximum. There's too many people who need to use that charger. That's for the whole community. And these people are going to sit out there and hog it up from sun up to sun down. No, that's freaking jacked. That is shitty. So they need to put some signs out there. 2-hour parking max.
Continue on East San Joaquin Street.
2-hour charge time. So you can see the sunset setting down right there. Over to those mountains right there, over to mountain. As the crow flies, about 50 miles is the Pacific Ocean. And I guess it's right by San Luis Obispo, I guess. Actually, San Luis Obispo is going to be a little bit further out to the south. But I don't know where. I think it's San Ardo or something like that. It comes out right on the 198. I forget the name of that place. It's a real strange place, actually. It means it's something to me, actually. Went through a certain phase of my life.
At the end of the street, turn right.
And so I've only been through there maybe twice, maybe thrice at the most. But yeah, sure appreciate those people who are bringing, live streams from the ocean. Like that song Long December, which I didn't promote a lot, but what's his name?
Turn
Peterson.
right at the stop sign.
What's his name? Jamil Peterson. He sung it, right? But he sung it like crap. He was starting all his live streams with the with the song, right? That's why I started doing it. So he was, making fun of songs, and so I started,
2.5 miles. Arrive at
starting all my live streams
47984 Lost
the
Hills
same
Road
way.
on the right.
So let's juice gun it. Yeah, I was gunning it on the freeway today. Because cars go really fast on the freeway. So I'm driving faster than I did in the conventional internal combustion engine. With the electric car, I noticed I've been driving faster, but if I ever upgrade, then I'll have cruise control. I didn't even think for a minute that it would not have cruise control. All the different things this car had on it, even on the first generation, all the bells and whistles, I thought for sure it would have cruise control on it. So I was really, really surprised that this is like the base model. The SL is like top of the line model. The SL Plus, that's one's got extended range on it. But yeah, it's pretty nice because when it accelerates, when you're climbing hills, there's no, it's just, you got to try it. Because the efficiency, let me turn this around. I know it's going to be mirrored, but oh well. Which one's recording?
Arrive at 47984 Lost Hills Road on the right.
The efficiency is different on an electric car than it is on a internal combustion engine car, because on your internal combustion engine, the efficiency is less for a certain reason. Just like on an electric car, the efficiency is less, like on when you're running your lights. When you're running your lights, that reduces your range, where on an internal combustion engine, it's like it doesn't even
500 feet.
It doesn't even come into the equation. As a matter of fact, the car, if it starts getting too good gas mileage, will waste gas. It's designed to get a certain miles per gallon, and if you start getting more gallons, more than it deliberately wastes fuel. But on the electric car, the efficiency is different, because when you are driving, wow, you can really see the moon. Check out the moon. Bark at the moon. That's two different songs. One is Kansas and the other one's Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah, can you see the moon? Let's see here. Where's the moon at? I can barely see it in here. Let me see. Oh yeah, there it is. There on the horizon. The difference is that, like this car right here, I'm going slow. So right now, this compared to an internal combustion engine, the efficiency is just leap years more efficient than an internal combustion engine, because the internal combustion engine has to have the engine running, right? So until you get up to a certain speed, then you can start subtracting what how much energy is being used just to keep the engine running. That's the difference. Where with the electric car, it's not using that energy just to keep something running. It only uses what is needed to it only uses what's needed to move the vehicle. So did you see what that car did right there? That's freaking crazy. He should have tapped on his horn a little bit and gone by slowly, but he just freaking sped right by. Must got his driver's license out of a Cracker Jack box. But yeah, that's the difference between the efficiency. On the internal combustion engine, it's using fuel just to keep the engine running. Where this one, if you come to a stop, there's nothing running except the computer. That's why they say, well, they used to say back in the 80s when I was in my driver's ed class, they would say 55 saves lives and gas. The engine is using up a certain amount of energy just to be running. So any speed that you go faster than just to keep it running, which is what? It's about like how many RPMs it's running. Anything over that amount of RPMs, that's where you're getting your your efficiency from. So if your engine running, that's basically your efficiency, for lack of a better way to explain it. So if you're doing 65, you're actually getting better efficiency than 55. But the way cars are built, you don't get any better efficiency if you're going 55 or 65. It maintains a certain miles per gallon. It deliberately gets bad miles per gallon. Otherwise, you would get better fuel efficiency if you were going faster. I mean, that's pretty easy to understand. But on an electric car, it doesn't have that. It doesn't have that initial amount, right? If you have it just turned on, if you have your car just turned on, it's burning a considerable amount of fuel. In a diesel engine, it burns, I guess they've got it figured out to like 1 gallon per hour if you're sitting there idling your engine to run your air conditioner or your heater. When you're idling the truck, it's using basically 1 gallon an hour. So if you're there at the travel center and you're doing a 34-hour reset, it's going to burn 34 gallons of fuel, which is 10 times 5 is 50. You're going to burn about $50 to $200 of fuel. So it would actually be cheaper to get a motel. But if you're out there on the road, you know that it's more better to stay in your truck because you got everything in your truck, right? It's just better to stay in the truck. So what do? They run the engine for 34 hours. So that's $300 worth of fuel when you do a reset. This is because of the electronic logging device, basically. And every one of those trucks, especially when you do a real long haul, LA to the East Coast, all of those trucks, after they drop off their load there, they go over to the travel center and kick back. It's nice. It's like being at the drive-in at the snack bar, but your truck is running for 34 hours, and sometimes even more than that if you don't get a load coming back right away, right? I mean, there might be a load sitting there, and you can't go get it because you're doing your 34-hour reset. I mean, you could do it, but then you'd be in violation, and you would be an instant freaking criminal. If anything ever happened, you would be a freaking criminal. That's the only job that I know that you can become a because of the electronic logging device. So, where are my keys? I started mowing the yard. I started and um and worked up a sweat, and I'm like, you know what? You should be doing this every day instead of being there. Oh my goodness. I knew I was. I need to put this one back on the webcam. Get new. Yeah, so see what's going on tomorrow. I'm gonna mow some more mow the yard a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah, it's full moon tonight, and I'm telling you. See which one? Okay, that's this. I'm telling you, YouTube, Bitcoin is just itching to make that move. So you're watching it live with me, and just telling you what I was telling you, but the signal is so bad out here that that I can't finish telling you about Bitcoin. But in a nutshell, it's all set to pop off between now and and April. But these next 2 days or 3 days, I'm thinking it's gonna make a move. It usually does early, but if it doesn't, then sometime this month it's gonna make the move, and then 2 months after that, if it doesn't go to the moon or it doesn't go down to 55, I told you I think it's going down to 55. Um, if it doesn't, if it just goes up to say like 90, and then it slowly comes back down to where we were, either here or $15,000 lower, which would be 55. Um, then 2 more months, and then it's going to make a move. Either go back to all-time high, or just keep doing what it's been doing, and maybe, um, um, like I said, it's going to do that flash crash, and the whales, sharks, and dolphins are all gonna load up. But I guess what I should have done is listen to Cryptos R Us this morning, because that's how you're gonna find out if, in fact, they did load up, because they put $104 million dollars ready to do something with it. But 104 million is nothing, right? Now, if they were to move, let's say, 50 billion, then that would mean something, right? But 100 million is nothing. That's nothing for them. They have hundreds of billions of dollars, so 100 million doesn't mean anything. Okay, so but yeah, I'm gonna go in and check out the one he made today, which is Monday, and probably Friday, and see who's putting money in, who's taking money out, because it's open source, but you have to know how to do that kind of stuff, which I don't. A little bit lazy. I could take the course at Berkeley, California State University, Berkeley, because they're actually teaching it for free. So it's just, I got other things that I'm thinking about. Okay, so tomorrow I'll come out and mow the yard some more, get good exercise. Tonight I'll probably make myself an enchilada. Okay, so and then tomorrow morning, I got to run into town and finish charging this car. So I'll swing by the free place, but I'm almost 80% sure that that Tesla will be there hooked up to it because it's there all the time. Since I've got this electric car, I've probably only charged there. There's been only 4 times that Tesla was not there, and I was actually able to use the free charger. Otherwise, that Tesla is there from sun up to sundown. And that's freaking bullshit, dude. So, oh man. It just pulled the damn thing off this. So, we'll worry about it tomorrow. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Signing out from Coalinga, California. And I'll probably go live again, letting you know what's going on with David Icke, because he probably put up another video. But I'm telling you, these last 3 or 4 videos, he's naming names, right? I haven't been naming names. I've been telling everybody, go read it in the book, right? These people are evil beyond belief. So if you watch his last 3 videos that he made, you'll hear the names for yourself. this I'll do it from over there because the signal here is terrible. So there's no sense in even telling you here. Okay.